taking away games from.
And why Sony doesn't care? Because if you're not on PlayStation, they don't care about you.
Yeah, that's the attitude you have to have. Nintendo does the same shit. Nintendo.
Now, if I take that 6-hour road trip, niggas been hitting me up about that road trip, nigga. If I take that road trip, what you gon' say, nigga? Huh? What the fuck you gon' say, bitch? If I take that motherfucking road trip, nigga, what the fuck you gon' say, nigga? Huh? If I pull the fuck up on you, nigga, what are you gon' say, bitch?
Looking at it, I'm just like, okay, eventually these games are gonna come, and I still believe that eventually these games are gonna come. I still think that at E3, man, they're gonna have something. I don't think that they're gonna change centers and do all of this and not have anything to show. Like, if they do that, come on, bro, come on, Phil, don't do that. Don't change venues for nothing, bro. Like, changing venues means that you got some heat. Like you get some Crackdown, you get some Halo 6. They done bought a couple games. They had some games that we've been screaming at them for, and they didn't have some games secretly in development that nobody didn't heard of. Like that's what I'm looking for.
Right.
Yeah, like they just need to bring out some goddamn content. Enough is enough
Yeah,
for this.
it is enough.
We're 5 years in, and they're still talking about we need more time with first party.
How much time do we need? Jesus.
How much time do you need, man? Nintendo Switch has been out a year. It already has fucking 4 games with 90+ rating scores. Xbox has been out since 2013. They have 1.
Yep.
If that doesn't tell you the situation they're in, I don't know what will, and you're fucking blind. Shit is crazy, man. Xbox is they are so lost right now, bringing out these, what Zaire would put it, diabetic gaming games. Super Lucky's Tale. Like, my God.
I thought he was gonna have a heart attack talking about Super Lucky Tales 2.
Oh my God. And remember, like, the God of War reviews came out. What is Microsoft's response? They put up a YouTube video about Super Lucky's Tale coming to Game Pass. Like, come on. Oh my God. These guys are killing me right now with this shit.
Let's get at least.
I honestly don't even recognize Xbox anymore, man. They are not the same brand anymore.
I only played Xbox for exclusives, even like last gen and stuff. So to me, Xbox has kind of always been in the same place that it's always been in. Like, I ain't really never cared too much about their exclusives, but I mean, this gen they actually have some stuff that I actually liked, but no one other than me and a couple other 1,000 people bought it. So
yeah, their exclusives don't sell. Like, there's no reason Sunset Overdrive should have sold so poorly. Quantum Break should have sold a lot better. That game was really hyped up by Microsoft for a long time, but like nobody bought it. It wasn't an amazing game, but it was
a good game. It's something that you can build off on, but
yeah, like same thing with Rise.
That's their problem. They don't want to take risks. They don't want to take the risk. Yeah, they don't want to take no risks.
And Recore has a very good base. Recore could become an amazing franchise. I personally feel that, but like it's basically dead.
Yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Everybody doesn't like when a game does bad the first go around. Doesn't mean it should be a one and done. Like
exactly. Can you imagine if Sony gave up on Uncharted?
Yeah. So I'm like, I played 1886. I'm like, that game was like a 6. It's mediocre as hell. I was like, that game, as far as the way it looks, the world, the guns, characters, has some potential to be something because it's Underworld on a video game. Like,
right. Basically.
Make another game and make it an actual game. Make it good. Just rework. Like, everything, you don't knock it out of the park the first time around, dog. Like, you just don't.
Yeah.
Hell, like, even Nintendo's games got better as time went on. Like, that's how it works. You can't quit when you don't have a hit and just be like, okay, well, we tried this. Because you niggas giving us the 3rd Crackdown. The first 2 sucked. So.
Man, I'm pretty worried about Crackdown. That game has gone ghost since they got delayed.
Your boy Super Nerd, he's trolling the shit out of me in this chat. Flip, fly. He's trolling the shit out of me in this chat. Your boy Super Nerd.
I told him to take the shirt off.
I'm not taking it off. I am not taking off the shirt. Dude, I've been playing my PlayStation nonstop these past couple of weeks.
Take off goddamn PlayStation shirt.
Fuck that. I'm a pony now.
Put back your Xbox shirt and Xbox hat and drink out of your Xbox mug.
Hold on. Y'all give me a second.
Oh my God.
I got that mug.
Y'all give me a second. Let me go take a drink right quick.
This guy ran out and bought a PlayStation mug and hat because Phil Spencer hurt his feelings.
my next mug is gonna have that picture that crying Jordan Xbox and it say Xbox tears. That's my next mug. Oh, I'm drinking all the Xbox tears in this PlayStation mug right now.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Some good tears right there.
How those 4K multiplats tasting, guy?
I'm not gonna lie. Like during the fall, some really good games came out. That's the only time I played my Xbox One X, religiously, But now, like, there's nothing besides Far Cry 5, and that's it. Everything
I mean,
else.
I thought that with my X, I was gonna flip over to playing more games on my X. But then, like I think the one I bought for it, like I bought that. I had the X, and then I think I got like Wolfenstein 2. I played Wolfenstein on there, which looked really, really good.
It is a good game.
Yeah, it's a really good game. And then I was like, okay, well, I just want to replay this game on PlayStation now, so I can actually get like the trophies for it, because this is where I played.
Like, this is what I was talking about earlier before we went live. Like, people aren't gonna jump ship and play on Xbox to play the same games they can already play on their PlayStation. The X doesn't change anything for them. And honestly, I feel like it was a big mistake for them to put so much time and money into the Xbox One X when they could have put that same amount of time and same money into more first-party titles, which would have been ready by now, because that Xbox One X has taken up 3 years of money of their 3 years of time, and all their money was tied up in that console.
I thought that they should have. I thought the X was more so, like, I know they were talking about it, like, kind of helped them with the power narrative extended generation out a little bit. But more so, it gave Sony a benchmark of what they needed to beat or what they needed to double for the PS5. I'm like, so we know that they're both gonna probably double what the X is in 2020 or whatever, and that was like the roadmap. So I'm like, gave Sony like a roadmap of what they needed to like go against. So like that doesn't really help, like, because no matter what you do next gen, you're both gonna be around the same thing, because it has to be like feasible. Like, this has to be feasible in terms of price.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that they should have worked on the services thing. I do like the services thing that Microsoft is doing, because they're trying to do the Steam thing on console. I do think that's a smart move for them, especially just because they are who they are. But I think a lot of that money, other than redoing the console, like, I think they should just redid the S, made the S, tried to boost it up a little bit, because I know the X is supposed to run a little bit better or faster or whatever, or the S is supposed to run a little bit better or faster, and called it. And then they could have went ahead and just threw money at games, because Microsoft got too much money, bro, to not be throwing them at games. Like, buy something, buy somebody.
Y'all ready?
I've been
yeah.
Okay.
Ready for you to take that hat off?
No, I'm not taking that hat off. No,
we're not starting until you put your Xbox shirt back on.
Hey, I don't got one. I know
people in the chat, don't be fooled. This man was wearing an Xbox shirt before we went live.
No, that's a damn lie. You see that gameplay in the background? It's called Yakuza 0. That is a fantastic game. Y'all should try it out. If you
is it on the Xbox?
Hell no, it's not on the Xbox. That's a PlayStation exclusive series.
But the Xbox has 6 teraflops.
I don't give a fuck.
But they got the best game, bro.
Well, this is why I own all the consoles, because I need greatness from somewhere. So I'm gonna get greatness from somewhere. Don't even bring up PC, Alex. I know you're about to bring that up.
You know what? Both of you are peasants. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Hey, you know what?
Okay, where's those PC exclusives at?
Huh?
Where's the PC exclusives?
They have them. I just don't like them.
Okay, then there you go. That's why I don't game on PC. Shit.
I have all of your Xbox exclusives on PC as well.
Well, they ain't saying much. So, okay, guys, let's go and get started, man. As I drinking from my PlayStation mug, watching some Yakuza 0 in the background, and got my shirt, my hat, the mug, and I bought this nice-looking God of War hat because I'm looking forward to God of War 4 this coming up Friday. Oh, Jesus Christ, thank you.
Where's your Sea of Thieves hat?
Man, fuck Sea of Thieves. Sea of Trash.
State of Decay hat.
Actually, I don't want to trash State of Decay yet. It does look interesting. I don't want to trash, not just yet. I'd rather play that than Sea of Trash. I'm just gonna be real with you. But yeah, I want to talk to y'all guys today about some Twitter wars went on yesterday. Been some talk between that McCaffrey guy and Phil Spencer, and now a bunch of likes and retweets from that tweet, because the guy's he's more of a pro Xbox gamer that does a lot of editing on IGN, does his Xbox podcast, and he's basically saying enough is enough, man. Like, it's too many good games on PlayStation or even Nintendo that that appeals to everybody, But with the Xbox content that we're getting, it doesn't appeal to many people. Not even Xbox games, because they don't buy shit. But the God of War type of games, Last of Us and fucking Uncharted, like, these games are critically acclaimed, has 90+ ratings, and it's considered one of the best all-time games. And we want that type of experience on the Xbox One, because I'm still an Xbox fan. But y'all see right now, I turned into a full-fledged pony, man. I'm a pony right now. I'm a pony.
Lies.
No, it's not a lie. I'm a fucking pony.
All right, well, stop clicking your hoofs for a second because you got a donation.
Oh, really?
Stuart Stokes, $5 says, "Don't worry. Phil said games are on the way, just like he said the last 3 years."
Oh,
Phil needs to go.
I appreciate your donation, Stuart. I really appreciate your donation, man. You've been donating to this channel. I really appreciate that. How many we got? About almost 40. Okay, cool. Y'all keep liking, keep sharing the video. Let's get 75 people like we did the other day, man. And another thing, like, why no? Okay, who the hell is that? That car? Who's that horn?
I think that's my side.
Oh my God.
I'm surprised you can hear that. It's not actually that loud.
No, well, I got that Yeti mic. It picks up everything.
Okay.
But yeah, I wanted to share some of the tweets that was exchanged yesterday from Phil Spencer and that McCaffrey guy. What's his first name again? Ryan McCaffrey.
Ryan McCaffrey. He's the Xbox guy at IGN.
Yeah, and he's frustrated. Like, he wants that God of War type of experience. Like, one thing about Sony, man, they might not be doing good when it comes to their other studios, but when it comes to the PlayStation, when it comes to the diversity of their games or franchise, the quantity of the games, and the quality of their games, they're hitting it on all cylinders. That's basically what we're talking about here. We still got a lot of people that's in denial about this, and they're still damage control. I'm still praising Super Lucky Tales for some reason. I don't know why they're praising that. But yeah, like the proof is out there, man. Like, look all the critically acclaimed games that was on the PS4 this generation, like Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn, you got Uncharted 4, you got Last of Us, and you got Last of Us 2, and God of War, and Jesus Christ, man, there's a lot of good games on this damn console. And with the Xbox, the only game that scored a 90 was Forza Horizon 2. And I'm not trying to down to 3. I'm not trying to down the Forza series. It's a good series, but a lot of us don't care about simulated races game. We don't care. We don't care. You know,
Forza Horizon is lit though.
No, I'm not. I ain't trying to down it. Like, the deal with Microsoft is the diversity of their games. They don't have as many games, and the quality of their games is just not up to par with Sony's exclusives, or even Nintendo's exclusives, man. But yeah, this tweet I'm about to read here. You know what? Before we get started, before I read that, we need to get the intros out the way. Let's start with you, G-Rod.
What up, everybody? You know, I'm here to talk some shit. Real inviting me. I ain't gonna talk shit about Xbox. So if y'all like Xbox, keep doing your thing. Wear your flag proud, bro.
I ain't wearing nothing proud, man. I'm going with the games ahead. All right.
That's all right.
All right, Alex.
What's going on, everyone? ActivesIng here. It's gonna be an interesting show. We got a lot of Xbox stuff to talk about. Ryan McCaffrey starting a big hullabaloo on Twitter, trying to finally get Xbox fans to rally together and get Microsoft to do something.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Okay. So, let's start with this. How all this started, how, this sparked a lot of emergency podcasts. I guess you could say this. I won't call this an emergency podcast because this happened yesterday. But yeah, I want to just dig in on this tweet. He basically said Xbox fans are dying to celebrate a masterpiece level exclusive like God of War. Thing is, though, it took Sony 10 years to get to the point where the first party is firing on all cylinders. This work started in the PS3 era. Xbox might get there, but it's going to take some time. Phil Spencer replied back, "Our hardware take time. It took time. Our services, platform, backwards compatibility took time. Continue to grow our first party will take time. A high quality and diverse single player built the right way is our goal and what our customers deserve. We can have similar results to what we've seen in hardware and platform." So this is not really telling us much on what Phil Spencer said when he talking about took time, and of course the Xbox One X took a lot of time. But the way he's saying it, I'm really thinking that we're not going to get anything from the Xbox One X this generation. This is basically, we just bought the $500 console just to play better looking third party games. But as far as having
precious backwards compatible games,
and that too, so basically y'all got conned to getting it, I expected this. Yeah, I knew that this was gonna happen because it was already having first party issues before the X launched. But I did say that I was gonna buy it just for the better third party games since I played majority of my third parties on the Xbox. But I'm about to switch that right now. I'm sick of it. But yeah, like he talking about all this takes time and shit, and basically what he's saying is that they really don't have anything in store right now. So I'm not sure if they got if it's like this. If they got something like a Horizon Zero Dawn type of game, God of War type of game in development, if they just started now, then we're not gonna expect a really good masterpiece of exclusive in probably the next 5 years. Let's just be real on this. But I'm pretty sure they got something with Halo Gear. I'm pretty sure they did. I probably maybe 2-3 years ago they already working on it. So we know what to expect because Halo, Gears, and Forza, those are the games that we know what to expect on the Xbox console. But it seems that the quality of those games is going down. It is. But as far as keeping up with Sony or even keeping up with Nintendo, then what do Microsoft need to do in order for them to be taken seriously in this gaming streets, man? Let's start with you, G-Rob. What you think, man?
First and foremost, we gotta address the fan base first. To me, one, everybody wants this. They want first party like Sony and like Nintendo, but you gotta also demand that too, man. Like Microsoft ain't never been in this position where they have not had games or where they have been like down this low because everybody gave them a pass on the first Xbox because they were new. The 360 didn't have that many, crazy exclusives that everybody pretend because they started off with a bunch of JRPG stuff and a bunch of other stuff that never picked up or never went anywhere. And then we didn't get sequels to a lot of stuff. And then we ended up with Halo, Gears, and Forza. So coming into this gen, that's what we had was Halo, Gears, and Forza. As somebody who has had every Xbox, and I'm a part of this too, because I'm a PlayStation and Nintendo guy first. We have never, as a fan base, demanded excellence from them. And now we're demanding it. And yeah, it's gonna take time. Like it's just not gonna happen like overnight because we've been so concerned with. We just been happy with Xbox Live, and we just been happy with having the system and being that good, or Microsoft having the lightning in the bottle and killing it last generation. So the fan base, first and foremost, we need to do better and demand more. And also, when they do bring games, you got to go support, dog. Like you can't be on a list war and not supporting.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
there's no reason like certain games are not getting sequels. That like Lucky Tales is getting sequels and Sunset Overdrive is looking for somebody to fund it. Like nah, like that's crazy. That's just asinine, dog. But on the other hand, Microsoft, because like I said to you guys before this started up, I know they're trying to do their best Steam impression right now, and they want the Xbox to be a platform instead of just a console. They want it to be like Steam, which is cool. Like, I think it works really well for them, but this roadmap of how they built things, whereas we need to redo hardware, then we need to redo services, it's like, nah. You shine and you grind in the winter in the dirt, bro, so that when it's summertime and you relax and you're in a better position, you get to flourish. Like, Ryan McCaffrey was right. Last gen, no one wanted to make games for PS3 at the beginning of it. So it took 10 years because Sony realized how important their first party was because they had to go ahead and make these games. Now, they're in a different stratosphere for Microsoft. So, yeah, their game's going to look better. Yeah, Nintendo games are going to look better because they both have had a downtime and they both know what it looks like to be considered trash and somebody writing you off. Sony wasn't even supposed to be able to afford to make a new system. Nintendo was supposed to, be dead after this and be going third party or whatever, like everybody was predicting. So, yeah, like, this is needed. They need to fall on their face. They need to start investing and looking into the right things. And the fan base needs to demand more. Like, everybody pretending to be happy with, like, well, I play most of my games third party. Yeah, that's great. That's cool. But what's the identity for the system? Because we don't have one. Like, we can't even say you're the first party shoot. We're not even like the, first-person shooter box no more. You can't even say that no more. Because they come out everywhere. They come out everywhere. Sports games come out everywhere. So you can't even say it's the Dude Bro box no more. Like, we don't have anything to, like, really identify with. Like, I feel like Microsoft has the potential to be I think, personally, with the amount of money that they have, Microsoft has the potential to be dominating. There's no reason I feel like they shouldn't be killing Sony and Nintendo. Sony and Nintendo should be the ones who have to work harder to stay relevant with the amount of money that they have and with the amount of work they can do. and they got to stop playing Mr. Nice Guy and want to be friends with everybody. We're not friends. At parent-teacher conference, it's parent-teacher conference for everybody else. I'm here for my kid. I don't care if I'm taking a game away from PlayStation and Nintendo dudes. So what? Splinter Cell is my game if I want to go buy it. I put the money in it. It's mine. I don't want to hear none of that. You know, hey, like, well, we want to make sure everybody can play Splinter Cell. Who cares? Because you trying to sell Xboxes. I don't care about the PlayStation dude crying on Twitter. Like, because my reply is, dang, that really sucks. You can't play it. You know how you could? If you bought an Xbox.
Yeah.
Easy. You get the game sale and a hardware sale. That's how you sell games, bro. You got to stop trying to be friends with everybody. Ain't nobody here to be friends. Sony over there laughing. Shu sitting up there. They laughing. They doing their thing. They doing it. You know, they doing a good job. They taking games away from Xbox and potentially Nintendo too with the Monster Hunter. Nintendo funding Bayonetta and everything else. They here to compete. They ain't here to just breathe, dog. Like I know Xbox. I mean, Microsoft makes so much money from everywhere else. They don't really care, like when they can take a hit, but you still gotta compete, bro. I feel like they just need to do better, like all around, bro. We all gotta do better because the fan base. I've been seeing y'all still excusing stuff, like slighting Sony talking about Spider-Man, but at the end of the day, you excusing it because Microsoft is doing all this other stuff. I don't care about being able to do Game Pass. Give me some games, bro. I bought a $500 box. Where my games at?
I know.
All y'all did.
Yeah, and it was another tweet that I didn't mention. Somebody called himself at JDubCity16. He said, if you don't ask for better, you never get it. Nothing is wrong, you know, with asking Phil questions in the direction of games. And Phil, he actually replied back to an actual honest person. Not Tim Dog, not Crab Gamer. He's actually talking, you know, with somebody, talking back to somebody that has some damn sense. He basically said, Phil Spencer, he replied back, said, and hopefully I've never shut down anyone for asking a question. Constructive questions are appreciated, and I learn from them. Where are these type of questions that Phil Spencer at? Like, I'm pretty sure that there are questions like that, but a lot of times I feel that he disregards them. He doesn't really reply back. Only time he replied back is to the most freaking cancerous fanboys in the community. And that's how, I feel he talks to Tim Dog on an everyday basis, man. Are you serious? But I'm glad that he is not disregarding people like us that want the better for the Xbox brand. And I'm pretty sure Phil Spencer, he knows the issues what's going on. He owns a PlayStation console. He plays their games. He knows the quality of their games is, you know, of the Xbox games versus PlayStation. Not even the same stratosphere. It's like it's on a whole different level, man. Like he knows what's going on. You know, but what you were saying a while ago, the whole kumbaya talk, and you use the metaphor about, you know, you go to a parent-teacher conference, and you there for that one child particular, not nobody else. I use the same metaphor about banana split the other day, and a lot of people still don't get it. They will never get it because they're so married into their console. They would never pinpoint the issues within that console, and there's a lot of issues with the console, like the Xbox One X is a console I preferred over the PS4 Pro. I'm talking about hardware-wise, specs-wise. But as far as the gaming library, I got to go with the Pro, man, with the PS4 in general, because they had the most diversified lineup of games and quality and quantity of games over there. If you want to play an action-adventure game, like Uncharted 4, you know, Last of Us, or you want to play an action-adventure open world like Horizon Zero Dawn, JRPG, probably the greatest of all time, Persona 5, or you want to play Tales of Zestria, you know, there's a lot of JRPGs on this console. Go to PlayStation because Xbox does not offer those type of games. They don't. That's why we're talking about...
I mean, I don't even think they need to offer it because, to be fair, and to their credit, like, everybody... A vocal minority asks for Japanese games on Xbox. Like they're vocal, but they are the minority. Like Monster Hunter, I don't even think broke 1 million on Xbox physically, which is crazy. That just shows you that sale, like 80% of those sales are from PlayStation. Yeah. But this is the same thing. It's just like they want and when I do agree that Xbox should get Japanese games. But I see people want this intense focus on Japanese games. You can't really do that when you want to tie up money somewhere where that is not going to really benefit them. Because I remember that rumor came out where they were like, well, Microsoft is going to buy Sega. Why would Sega kill themselves to do that? They already hurt. They already not in the prime position. So it's like, you're going to lose the PlayStation audience and the Nintendo audience. And that's pretty much who buys your games. And then, of course, the PC guys like support some games too. But like Persona and Bayonetta and all this other stuff, like the fan bases are where they are. I just think Microsoft's got to invest into games that their actual audience wants.
Oh my god,
like,
Monster Hunter World only did 500,000 on Xbox.
I gotta pay some bills. I gotta pay some bills right quick. Stuart Stokes. Appreciate another other $5 donation. He said, these Xbox dudes said we Sony dudes don't support games and bring up Hellblade, but that game came on the Xbox sitting at 20,000 for the first week. That's fucking pathetic. 20,000 the first week? Damn, that's sad, dude.
But 20,000 the first week when they have no other game to play right now. That's
what I'm saying crazy. Too. Is it's a good game that everybody should experience. And I think that most of these games, like if you guys got an Xbox and y'all play Hellblade, please play Hellblade. It's a great game.
It's a very good game.
It's an easy completion game too, so you can get all your achievements too. But I mean, on top of that, like they just have to invest in things that benefit their platform.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it on PlayStation. I'm not getting on Xbox.
That's crazy. Like, why do you want? Like, they want them to invest in like Persona and like all these other kind of Japanese games. I'm like, no, invest in Western RPGs, in action games, and shooting games. Like, you can invest in platforms. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But I find it really hard to believe everybody wants them to go ahead and like get games like they want to, get Capcom to make them like a Devil May Cry kind of game or like these Japanese games where
they
it's
don't play those games.
Like the fan base in general, there are a minority does, but the majority doesn't. Like we have to do what makes sense for the platform. Like
you need games like Uncharted. You need games like God of War.
That makes sense for the platform.
So I guess Alex, I don't think you got your turn yet. What do you think about this situation?
All right, so I'm gonna start with where are we gonna start? Well, we'll start with Ryan here. So Xbox fans dying to celebrate a masterpiece level exclusive like God of War. Absolutely. They haven't had the console's been out since 2013. We talked about this a little bit earlier. It's been out since 2013. They have one game in the 90+ Metacritic club, and that's a racing game. They don't have high quality exclusives on the level of Nintendo and Sony. That's a problem. And then you have Phil Spencer coming in. Phil Spencer says, our hardware took a long time. Our service platform backwards compatibility took a long time, and continuing to grow our first party will take time. Like, Phil, your services, your platform, your backwards compatibility have nothing to do with game developers. You can't sit here and tell me that your game developers stop making Gears of War to help you build up your service and platform and your backwards compatibility nonsense. Like, this stuff he says is gibberish. I'm sorry. Like, I like Phil Spencer. I feel he will get it right next generation. But this generation is a wash for them. They're just trying to give you little backwards compatible games on your $500 most powerful console ever. That's what they're kind of feed you until they get to the next Xbox when the games are finally ready. We're 5 years in, and they're still talking about we need more time to make games. Like, this is crazy. The Switch has been out a year. They have 4 games with 90+ rating. PlayStation's got like 7. It's not even a contest. It's a fucking massacre. There's no reason the Xbox should be this far behind. This isn't their first console. This is their 3rd console. They're not new to the console market anymore. They don't have an excuse to be having such poor exclusive content. And yeah, multiplats are great. Everybody knows majority of people play multiplats, and that's absolutely true. But when you have PlayStation that gets all the same multiplats, and on top of that, they're getting all these 90+ rating games, you're getting shit like God of War and Spider-Man coming out very soon. And then Xbox, you look at Xbox, what do they give you? Sea of Thieves. The Kraken doesn't have a body.
He's still talking about the Kraken, dude.
That's their most recent game. What else am I supposed to talk about?
That Kraken is lacking. That Kraken is lacking.
The Kraken is lacking. That's their response. Their response to God of War reviews is
diabetic game. Diabetic game.
Detail, man. Diabetic gaming, man.
Oh, no, I love boy. That dude funny.
State of Decay looks all right, but that's like
it's an indie game.
It's not a AAA game. It's an indie game.
It's not.
Like, I like indie games, but that's not
what people buy consoles for.
That's not what you buy a console for.
Yeah.
Nobody's out here buying a console for State of Decay. Like, come on, let's be real. Like, where are their big quality games? Gears of War 4 was great, but that was 2016.
But it was still the lowest rated Gears of War in the series. The main series, not Judgment.
It is not Judgment, but out of the main series games, it was the lowest rated.
That was the lowest rated, just like Halo 5 was the lowest rated.
Halo 5, the campaign was awful. I'm still excited for Halo 6 because I think they're gonna get rid of Locke and focus more on Chief this time. But like their first party titles need a lot of work.
Yes,
their services are great, and that's all well and good. What Phil's talking about, the services being excellent, is true. They have the best services. They now have the best hardware, but that stuff has nothing to do with first-party games.
Yeah, the ice cream.
Has nothing to do with
the ice cream. Like I was talking about, I'm gonna keep talking about the ice cream. The banana split. The ice cream is the main ingredient. We're missing the ice cream on the freaking Xbox, but we got the ice cream on that God Station 4.
I'll give you a better example, Real. So we'll use your banana split, okay? So they have the sprinkles. The backwards compatibility, that stuff, that's the sprinkles on top of the banana split. PlayStation has the banana split. They might not have the sprinkles, but they have the main dish.
Ice cream.
Xbox is trying to sell you sprinkles at $500.
Basically.
All I'm saying is when you go to a basketball game, the point is to watch niggas dunk and shoot the ball, score the ball, get points. That's the point of it.
Microsoft's just selling you towel boys.
It's cool, you can pass, you can crossovers. It's cool that your fundamentals is down pat. But if you can't score the ball, why are we at the basketball game?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Oh, well, Jay Barr's in the chat. Jay Barr, get your pony ass in here, man. I tried to get him on the other day.
Blue Station all day.
Man, it's so one-sided right now. It's not even a quote-unquote console war. This is a fucking console genocide.
Genocide. Wow. Well, no, does the Switch count as the competitor?
Well, we're just talking about PlayStation and Xbox.
Okay.
Nintendo's on they're doing their own thing. Nintendo's killing it. Nobody's touching them right now. But like between Sony and Microsoft, like it's not even close. Like Microsoft's first party lineup, it's a joke. He said send him the link.
Oh, okay, I'm doing it right now.
I think they have the potential, though. They have the ability to do